What was I talking about? Oh, Mr. Fine. Girl, so yeah, I go out with this fine ass man, and
Kennedy. What? Oh, oh my gosh. I've been wanting to come on here for like months. Months and months and months and months. And I don't know, I just got this really sweet comment from somebody saying that they really enjoyed my content and they're hoping to watch more of my videos because we seem similar. So I thought that was pretty sweet of that person. And I did. I'm still alive. Like, braces off and everything. I'm still alive. I'm still on the planet. Trying to get this skin together. Graduation is in 66 days. And you see I'm dealing with dark mark number 1, dark mark number 2, 3, and 4, and number 5. That's the most horrendous one. The most horrendous one. It was worse though. Like the oh, and then like we have this little thing going on here. Like I scratched myself and then it made like a little cluster. Um But yeah, trying to get this skin together. Got 66 days. The brows are getting thicker. I've been consistently doing my castor oil. Um yeah, I'm just doing my castor oil, getting the skin together. Wear my retainer so my teeth can be striggity straight. So straight. For May 11th, 2023. But yeah, I'm just dealing with like my assault. It feels like a nightmare that I just like cannot seem to grasp the concept that I went to a psychiatric facility. Like me. Like I still every day I go to sleep and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep, and when I wake up, they're gonna pull the cameras out and say you were being pranked. And when I wake up, it's true. So I'm totally not. I'm still in the denial phase. I'm still in the denial phase. 5 months later, like we're coming up on 5 months, and I cannot grasp the reality of the situation. So I think that in the past, I have dove into career and work when I want to deal with whatever's going on in my life. I like, oh, I need to get so consistent on YouTube. I'm gonna start uploading 3 times a week. I'm about to do 1 hour vlogs. I'm about to have, I'm about to start batch creating content, recording like 5 videos at a time, have all my videos ready for the next month. And that's not something I want to do. in this instance, like this being assaulted, like going to a psychiatric facility, one, is traumatic. Like, and then I feel like I went to one of the worst ones on top of that. Going to a psychiatric facility, being sedated when you already have a fear of needles and you weren't even being violent or a danger to others, and then getting sexually assaulted all in a span 12 days. Like, 12 days really changed 21 years. And I just don't want to be trying to distract myself from. I hate the word healing. I really hate, with a capital H, the word healing. But I don't want, we'll use the word processing. I don't want to prevent myself from processing what happened to me by diving into productivity and keeping myself busy. So that's where I've been for the past 4 months. I think the last time I posted was November. Soon I'm gonna be uploading my senior choreographic project. So if you didn't know, I'm a dance major, and for your senior year you have to choreograph a 8 to 10 minute piece, and I did that. I did that. It was actually longer than 10 minutes. It was more like 12 minutes with all of the graphics. But yeah. So I'm going to upload my senior project, which was my first time choreographing. 1, beautiful, excellent. And 2, while I was in the psychiatric facility, I was like, bruh, I need to get out of here so I can get back to my dancers and finish this piece. Like, why am I even here right now? So, like, the fact that I was able to, like, get myself together and get out of jail. Not funny. Get out of jail and still present my piece was just good. Because people kept telling me, like, Christian, I feel like you're doing too much. You should just try to, like, take a break and present it next semester. I did not do all of that work that I did working with 16 people. I had 16 people in my piece. I had 16 people, and I had 2 rehearsals a week. I had a Wednesday rehearsal and a Saturday rehearsal. And by the time I got out of jail, stop saying out of jail. By the time I got back to campus, I had already finished one part of the project. I just needed to finish the second part. Well, I wanted to do 3 parts at first, but it didn't work out. So I had 2 parts. And so when I got back to campus, I finished part 2 of the second part, and then a couple weeks later it was the show. So I'm going to be uploading that. But other than that, and if I decide to go live again, I'll go live, but I'm not in the headspace to do like edited content. Like, I cannot sit here and put a whole bunch of effort into editing and text and overlay, transition, music. I can't do that. which is crazy because if I check my subscribers, I should be at 12K by now. No, I'm at 11,900 and something. I've been there for a long time. I hit 10K. I think I hit 10K in 20. Was that 2020? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. But hi, Grace. Hold on, let me check because now I'm curious. I really want to know what the count is. Yeah. The thing is, full transparency, I'm not doing well. I'm doing better than I have been in the past, but I'm not doing well. Okay, my computer wants to restart. And what I was gonna say about oh yeah, I do miss the Discord group chat a little bit. Like I don't miss the drama, but I do miss the good vibes of the situation. Like for the couple months that I was in the Discord, it was cute. But yeah, like I think we need to normalize people saying that I'm not doing good right now. Cause I'm not doing good right now. And it's getting to a ridiculous point when your therapist says that your life, the events that are going on in your life would make good for a movie. Because that's what my therapist said to me. She was like, this just really just sounds like a movie. Like, and she has she has all kinds of stuff coming in her virtual telehealth office. So for her to be saying that, little old me, my life is a movie. You know I'm going through it. Like, I'm going through it. I told God, take me off his strongest soldiers list. I guess he did not get the message. I might be blocked. God blocked me. I'm a retitle the name of this live, God blocked me. Because what? Alright, so the number is 11,978. So 22 more people to 12K, which is nice because I think I've been at 10K since 2021. Yeah. All right, turn my computer off because it sounds like I'm flying off in a spaceship. What did Grace say? Girl, me too. I ain't ready for war. Bro, I'm fighting for my life. I really am. And that's the thing, like, how do I word this? Like, I know it'll never get to the point where sorry, that should have been a trigger warning, but I know it'll never get to that point where I, like, think about something like that, but I never understood, like, how some people would, like, get to that point where they're sitting on the ledge. Kind of like how SZA is sitting on the... Anyway, I never really thought about how like what the person's thought process is, but like I kind of can understand now why people are like, yeah, so much stuff just be going on, and I'll just leave it at that. Like, I understand. Like, when I went to one of my therapy sessions, I told my therapist, I'm just trying to, what did I say? I said, the way I worded it, she asked me how I was doing, and I was like, I think I said something like, I'm just trying to stay here or something like that. I was being honest. Like, I'm so honest. When it comes to people asking me, like, Christian, how are you? You know what I say? I'm doing. How are you doing? I'm doing. That's all I got for you. That's all I got. No, doing good. Fake the funk. I'm not good. I'm not. I am not good. I'm not good at all. So, people be like, how are you? And I'll be like, I'm doing. Ain't no lying over here. Ain't no lying over here. So, I'm doing what I can. Oh my gosh, like this whole situation, oh, my scarf is like falling all the way back. This whole situation like really took my life in, like, we were going north and now we're going like southwest. We were going in one direction and I've been forced in a completely different direction, and I really hate the phrase everything happens for a reason, because what you're not going to tell me is me experiencing what I have experienced in the past 5 months. There can't possibly be a reason, except for there are just a lot of really evil people in the world. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Life is lifing with no handlebars to hold. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like, ooh, it was so bad. If y'all would have seen me in December, December was the worst month of my life, because I came home. I'm getting chills. I came home from campus for winter break, which was like 4 weeks. So I just gotten off the high of finishing off the semesters, uh, presenting my senior project a semester early. I was supposed to you're supposed to present your choreography in the semester that you graduate in, but they gave us an offer because my class is so large. They gave us an offer that you could submit and present your choreography a semester early. So after I did that, that was like the big hoorah of the semesters, and I did my finals. Tell me why. Sidetrack. Side note. I had a class that once I got like discharged from the facility, I got I started going back to class, and I figured out my grades for all my other classes. But I had one academic class. I had a gen ed, and I before I was in the facility, I had like a 80. What I have in the class? I had a high B and a low. It was like an 89. And that 89 went to a 40 because she put in zeros for all of the assignments that I hadn't completed. And so I emailed her and I was like, hey, this is what happened, and I'm gonna need some solutions. Because baby, I have a 3.99. I have a 3.99 and I'm a senior. So I don't need this class taking me to a grade that will not have me on the dean's list for the 8th time. 8 out of 8, 8 out of 8, 8 out of 8. So I emailed her, let her know the situation, and she was like, all right, so either I can da 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 da, or you can take a incomplete. And I was like, I'll take an incomplete, because she was basically going to exempt me from some of the assignments and then only have me do like maybe like the midterm and the final. And she was like, okay, so if you do the midterm and the final and I exempt you from these like 10 other assignments, then I can just help you get a 70 or get a C so you can pass, or get like I think, yeah, I needed a C to pass. So she was like, I can do that for you, or you can take an incomplete, and then we can work on a date that you would have to submit all of the missing work by. And as hard as it was, I took that incomplete. I never had to take an I before. So I took the incomplete, and she basically said, all right, so you take this incomplete, all of the work that you have been behind on, which was basically like week 7 up until the end of the semester. So it was like 2 months worth of work. So I completed that work in like, it was like 2.5 weeks. So I went from an F. You know, my final grade in that class was an A. So yeah, I still have a 3.99. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, December being the worst month of my life. But yeah, so after I submitted, because that was one thing, like once I came home for winter break and I had that 4 weeks of just time, I had so much time on my hands to sit with myself and really really think about how drastic and traumatizing that experience was. And I kind of had that, oh, you have to do your homework for that class in the back of my mind. So that was like kind of distracting me from the trauma of the situation as well. So then once I completed the assignments and turned all my work in, I was just left with my thoughts again. And with somebody diagnosed with anxiety, you, alone time, your thoughts, no obligations. It was a recipe for disaster. Like, I never want to see that again unless I'm grieving the death of a very close family member or friend. Because the way I could not maintain proper hygiene, I'll consider December a major depressive episode. And the counseling office at my school, after I got discharged from the facility, the diagnosis that they gave me, the whole time they were saying, this is your diagnosis. I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I went to the psychiatrist on campus, and I told her I had these substances in my system at the time of the diagnosis and the psychosis. And I figured out, like I said, that diagnosis was inappropriate and invalid. And so um, I had stopped taking, the medication and stuff. I took it for the 12 days that I was admitted, and I took it for like 7 more days after that, and then I stopped because I was like, I don't even have like what they think I have. So I stopped taking it. And oh, I know what I was gonna say. The psychiatrist, every time I go to her and I tell her I'm sad, she's like, let's put you on antidepressants. No! Like, one of the medications that they had me on post discharge was an antidepressant. And you know what happened? I don't know which. They had me on two, let me not say medication, drugs. There were drugs. They had me on 2 drugs. One of the drugs, and I don't know which one of the 2, made my chest inflate like exponentially. And I don't want that at all. It was creating all of these skin problems for me. My chest was big. I had insomnia. My leg was twitching. My face was twitching. Like, no, 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 no. But anyway, like, yeah. So I was in a major depressive episode in December and January. And I think I'm just in a depressive episode now, which is reasonable for an assault survivor and person that has been through what I've been through in the past 5 months. But yeah, every time I go to the psychiatrist and I tell her that I'm sad, she wants to put me on antidepressants, and I just don't. Like, I'd rather just suffer. Not suffer, but like, I'm not going to do that because it gets to the point, like, when I even hear people that are on Adderall, like, say, oh yeah, like, if I don't take my medication, I start to get withdrawal, and I start to feel this and feel that, and I can't function, and, like, imagine getting on antidepressants and then taking them for a while, and then gaining all this weight, and then all the side effects that come along with it, and then once you try to get off, your brain is already chemically altered from the time that, because like what an antidepressant is doing is it's tricking your brain. Like, I am a person that I don't like stuff that is like, I try to stray away from unnatural things as much as I can. And the idea of a pill making my brain say, no, you're happy, no, you're happy, no, you're happy, no, you're happy, doesn't really sit right with me. I need to figure out why I'm unhappy and get to the root of that instead of trying to mask the situation with, yeah, I'm happy, yeah, I'm happy. And I'm not judging, anybody that is on medication. I just know for me personally, Keith Lee voice. My Keith Lee voice, for me, to me, it doesn't sound like the right plan for me. So yeah, she always tries to put me on antidepressants, and I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm not really comfortable with that. Like, I am so traumatized by that medication situation. I was forced. The love to say the patient can advocate for themselves and you can refuse treatment as much as you want. But when the psychiatrist says, if you refuse taking your medication, I am going to make you stay here longer. yeah. So yeah, December, not good for me. I don't know you, but I hope you're doing better now. Maybe you have to watch the beginning of this live, but thank you for the well wishes. I am not doing the best, but I am doing better. Better than October, better than November, better than December. December was the worst month of my life. So, yeah, that's all I really got. Unless anybody has any questions. I only got 3 people in here right now. And I don't know, maybe because it's late. It's not that late, but it's later. But usually when I like repost these, I get, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry I missed the live. I missed it. But 11 in New York. Yeah, it's 11 in the East Coast. I mean, I don't know. It depends. I just feel like the Gen Zers be like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 2:30, 3 a.m. type of vibe. And when I tell people that my bedtime is 11:30, which I feel is pretty late. All I know, I wish my bedtime could be earlier, but when I go to bed earlier, I wake up earlier. So if I go to bed anytime before like 11, between 11:15 and 11:30, my body wakes me up at like 6 in the morning. And that's not a time that I should be up. So when I tell people like my bedtime's 11:30, they're like, oh, you're such a grandma. You're such a grandma. And I'm like, no, that's how I don't curse people out. First of all, I don't curse, but like, if I did curse, I wouldn't be doing it because I get my sleep. I get my 8 hours. So yes, thank you to everyone who joined this live experience. Especially you, Grace. Thank you for commenting and engaging so I have somebody to bounce my ideas off of and I didn't feel terribly bored. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna rename the title God Blocked Me. I'm gonna rename the title God Blocked Me. And I hope you guys all have a good night, and I hope the next time that I am here that I can say I'm doing better than March. So yeah, good night.